Hey man, say man, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Andrew, back again with another video, and we're here to talk about one of the biggest movies that's coming out next year, Spider-Man Brand New Day. And I know y'all as excited as I am. I'm super excited for this movie to come out, truthfully. I'm not even gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Especially with leaving off a No Way Home, and after what they did with Doctor Strange and him making everybody forget who Peter was and everything like that. I'm so excited to see where they take this franchise into the next trilogy. We just gonna start with a few main topics that I believe is important to look at going into this next movie, going into what's to come next for the Spider-Man universe, and what I think is gonna be a big impact and what's gonna happen next in the plot. First things first, we're gonna talk about a lot of the recasting that is inside this movie that is coming about for the new series. We have Zendaya recasting her role as MJ in the movie. We have Ned coming back into this new trilogy. Now, I don't know what they're gonna do with Ned, and I don't know what they're gonna do when it comes to Zendaya and Peter Parker's relationship and her being MJ. Me, truthfully, what I feel as though that it's gonna go to in the plot, I believe that, you know, Peter's not gonna come to her as who he was. He's gonna come to her as somebody new, and I believe that he's not gonna try to do his best to, like, you know, remind her of their relationship and what kind of relationship they had in the past and everything that they done together. I think really what he's gonna try to do is maybe start a whole new foundation, and truthfully that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing, because then that allows us to see Spider-Man from a different light. That allows us to see MJ from a different light on the whole perspective scenario. But because of how smart she was in the last trilogy, I believe that she's still gonna find out that he's Spider-Man somehow, some way. She's still gonna find out that he's Spider-Man, or he may just end up telling her in the first or the second movie, and you know, we'll see what happens. Zendaya recasting her role is a big stepping stone into what's to come for the next trilogy. That means that there isn't gonna be no new main love focus, and it's gonna happen all over again, but this time it's gonna happen more naturally. They're not in school, they're not going to these classes, they're not going to these, you know, all this kiddish games, you know what I'm saying? And now we're getting to the gritty of Spider-Man. Now we get into that gritty of the real world, and you know, them connecting on a real life level. So I'm really more than excited to see what happens in this series, in this trilogy, when it comes to the love life of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Now, we did in fact get information about the main villain and who's to come for the main villain, Mr. Negative. Wow. Oh my lord, I have so many things to say about just him being the main villain in the movie. I believe as though that they may take this with a grain of salt, but they may take the Spider-Man game storyline and implement it into the movies. Wait, you know what that comes with? That comes with us possibly being able to get a live action Miles Morales. You know, we have already seen it. We've already seen it in the MCU universe. We already seen it in the MCU universe. We already seen, you know, we already seen Childish Gambino dressed up as the Prowler. We already seen the Spot going into live action universes in the Across the Spider-Verse movie, if you guys remember that scene. I'm not against bringing in a live action Miles Morales into this trilogy, because that is only gonna spice up Spider-Man's movies even more, and I'm so ecstatic. If you look at my first video on this channel, you'll see that I had a Spider-Man live reaction to a trailer, and that was really fun to do, and that was my first video, and it makes me even more excited to even make this video right now, true as well. They already wildin'. Ever since I got this shit flattered me. Botched that spell. We wanted everyone to forget. Now, with Mr. Negative being the main villain in the movie, it is a great possibility that we get the game storyline in the live action world. Now with that, I believe that we may possibly be able to see Wilson Fisk. Yes, Wilson Fisk from the comics, Wilson Fisk from other TV shows that you've seen him in the live animated series. Oh my lord, Wilson Fisk was probably one of my favorite villains when it came to Spider-Man because of just the power he hold, and he didn't have any superpowers. He didn't have, you know, flying gadgets. He didn't have, you know, bombs and grenades to throw. Like he had a mob, and he had people that he had in line to be soldiers to go after Spider-Man and handle his dirty work. So oh my lord, for us to possibly be able to see Wilson Fisk in live action might get nasty. It might get nasty because we might be able to see a little gritty side of Spider-Man that we never seen before. And I'm truly excited to see what this new trilogy is all about, especially with having Mr. Negative as the new main villain in this movie. Now, there's been speculation of a possible Ned becoming a future villain. I've seen it all over line. I've seen people saying that Ned could possibly become the Hobgoblin. Yes, the Hobgoblin. We have never seen a live action Hobgoblin. We've only seen Green Goblin. We've never seen a live action Hobgoblin. So for us to possibly be able to see a live action Hobgoblin is actually insane, because that just means that this new trilogy of Spider-Man, we're taking this to the new level. We're taking this to a whole new level. We're taking this to a level of comic series. We're taking this to a level of things that Tobey Maguire hasn't done, stuff that Andrew Garfield hasn't done. So I'm so excited to just see what comes about in this new trilogy, and I'm so glad that Tom Holland is back. Tom Holland is definitely a great Spider-Man. You guys know me. You guys know that I would say Tobey Maguire is a great Peter Parker, but Tom Holland is an amazing Spider-Man. Tom Holland, right now, Toby. We here for Toby. Yeah, we here. Now, if you guys remember, I'm gonna break this down to y'all just a little bit. If you guys remember, in the ending scene of No Way Home, it was Spider-Man jumping out of the window of his little new apartment and stuff like that. And tell me why that almost resembles kind of to the intro of the game. And truthfully, I'm more and more ecstatic because I'm just seeing little hints like of, well, yeah, we're gonna take it this way, and like, you know, they might hit us with a juke. You know how it is. You know how Marvel is. They always hit us with some sort of juke. They always hit us with some sort of, we got you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more excited to see what kind of way they take it. I'm hoping and I'm praying that in this new trilogy he actually picks up a camera. Like, you know, we all know Peter Parker for being a photographer and working at the Daily Bugle and being able to get all his pictures done and asking Spider-Man to take his pictures. So this right here is, I'm so excited because this is just gonna bring a whole new feel to the Spider-Man world, and this has nothing to do with the Avengers. This has nothing to do with Iron Man, rest his soul. This has nothing to do with anybody, Doctor Strange, nobody. This has nothing to do with them. This is all about Spider-Man and back to his reality and what he's gonna do in his world. So now back to what I was saying earlier about Ned possibly becoming a villain. You know, we get these little skepticals of Ned possibly becoming a villain because of, in the No Way Home, as you guys know, in the No Way Home movie, he was doing his little, you know, pizzazz and stuff like that, you know what I mean, doing his little, you know, his little magic tricks and stuff like that with the ring that Doctor Strange had gave him. And truthfully, that just goes to show that he may possibly have powers that he actually did not know about. So for him to unlock his true potential, not being a part of Spider-Man's life, we like to see what kind of direction he takes in that manner and what he's gonna do with these quote-unquote secret powers that we don't know about. But you know, Marvel likes to give us hints of everything, and Marvel likes to give us hints of this person may become that, or this person may become that, or this may happen, or that may happen. I love Marvel. I'm a big Marvel fan. I'm a big Marvel ecstatic fan, and I'm so in tune with what's going on, and I'm so excited to see what brings to this table. I love the new suit. I love the new suit that they gave Spider-Man. It looks more of like a comic feel, and it even kind of resembles the Spider-Man game costume. If we look at it side to side, you can see that it almost kind of resembles the same costume as the game. So keep that in mind that they may be taking the game route when it comes to this new trilogy, and then by the game route we may be getting a Miles Morales live action, and that's exactly what we want. That's exactly what we need. That's what the culture needs. That's what we want. You know what I'm saying? We want a live action Miles Morales. And don't call me crazy. Please do not call me crazy when I say this. Please do not call me crazy when I say this. I believe a perfect cast for Miles Morales would be this man right here. Now, you take your time to think about what you think about that. You take your time to think about what you think about that. But me, truthfully, he has the face. He has the New York accent because he actually is from New York. And I believe that he can play a great Miles Morales. Gonna start a whole new foundation with Zendaya off of the stuff that he's learned and off of the stuff that he's learned being by himself. Now that Doctor Strange has completely eliminated all his resources, he has no more resources. It's just him. He has his phone to detect when there's crime, which is also in the game. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm really putting the pieces together, and I believe that they should take the game story route, and they are gonna take the game story route. Please do not call me crazy. Do not call me crazy, because I believe that this might happen. I'm so excited for the movie to drop. I hope you guys are excited as I am. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching this breakdown analysis, and I pray that you guys have a good rest of your day. Remember, God bless. Have a good rest of your day. I love you guys. Truthfully, I really do. I love you guys, and I'm gonna keep going hard, and I'm gonna keep doing it is that I gotta do for this content and for this channel. Thank you guys. You guys have a good rest of your day. Talk to y'all later. Love you.